actually going to do this now. Bam. Okay, let's go. Okay, so as I talked about earlier, I explained this running shine interaction. I'm not going to go super in depth into it, but essentially, good grab by KGH. Running shine's kind of risky because they might grab you out of it, but depending on the spacing, sometimes you could shine drill or shine nair before they grab you out of it. Sort of finicky, but on average, that's the risk you're taking by doing a running shine. But because Leffen was holding forward, because he was going to move forward out of his running shine, he just DI'd back here. So if he hadn't DI'd, KGH might have gotten a pretty good follow-up, but if you DI back here, it's pretty hard to get a good follow-up. So KGH just bears him, and Leffen actually lands first. I'm pretty sure because he's such low percent, Leffen could have just shined him at 0, but he shields to be safe and then just shield drops through, which is fine. Again, I don't know if this is power shield shine or a JC shine out of shield, but either way, he gets the follow-up. And then here's a situation where, so you see KJH is just waiting to react after Leffen misses the tech. That's sort of the meta right now, where if someone techs in place, you can't actually react to it with an up air anymore. So that's actually the counter to just sitting around waiting. But since Leffen didn't tech in place, KGH can just wait and react to every option. He misses the up air though. Gets a lot of pressure here. And then I remember he backs off and does like a shield stop here and turns around to back air. But Leffen's like off stage, or maybe he might have ended up teching the shine. It's not entirely clear to KGH yet, which is reasonable. But he should have been more aggressive there. Baits Leffen for the grab. Again, Leffen tries to whiff punish in case KGH falls down with a dare or a nair, or maybe just empty lands. So he baits it, but then he just tries to land an up tilt. He should have been pressuring after that bait somehow. But I understand not going for it. So, and then let's continue. I took a lot more time doing this the first time I was analyzing. So it looks like Leffen does an undershot drill, or like not undershot, but like not full momentum forward drill. And KJH obviously can't react to it yet, so he's like, oh, maybe Leffen will run at me after this drill. Leffen just dash dance grabs him. How long am I streaming today? I don't know. Depends on K-Pan, because I'm going to play melee with him. Okay, so anyway, Leffen gets this grab. So this first grab is what I always talk about. So I've been testing this a lot lately, and if you up there someone under a platform and they do no DI, you can actually cover the options pretty well, assuming they have sufficient percent. But right here, I would personally up smash because it gets you a tech chase. What instead happens is that KJH gets a DI to the side, so now up smashing isn't as good anymore. You could nair, I think that's pretty good. You get nair grab or nair up tilt, but he does a re-grab, so now KJH can DI to the platform. And by DIing to the platform, now Leffen doesn't have a guaranteed follow-up anymore. It's a mix-up. So Leffen pretty much, I think you can do it in a way. So he's about to up air to the left so that the first hit catches the tech in place and combos to the second hit. Or he has the momentum to the left and then catches the tech roll with the second hit. The other thing I've seen Leffen do is just jump straight up and drift to the left and up air right here so that it hits the tech in place and the tech roll. But he only does that, I think, when he's facing so if he was facing right here, because then the second hit of up air would have covered here. I think that's how it works. So anyway, Leffen up airs to the left, covers all the options. I think he should have grabbed probably, or naired or something. He goes for falling up air. And then here's the situation where KJH gets the tech here. If he tech rolls, then Leffen can jump from here and just wave land and then react to everything. But instead, Leffen falls through, which allows him to just up air the tech in place more easily. But if KJH had tech rolled, then that wouldn't have hit. Okay, so that's sort of the defensive side of that situation, and the offensive side. KJH gets an air there. Okay, usually I won't answer questions, but listen, they do no DA. Yeah, you could up smash, but you could also just regular pivot. But yes, you could pivot up smash. I've done that before, but at that low percent, it wouldn't have mattered. Like, they couldn't have gone onto a Dreamland platform. So usually I find that Yeah. I do think up smashing is just better. And that's a good idea. One thing with Fox's up smash, though, by the way, is a lot of the times on no DI, especially at 0. So, like, at no DI at 0, it literally doesn't matter which way you face on the up smash. It'll send them the same way. And then as their percent increases, the pivot matters. But, yeah, that's a good point by Griffin. I like that idea. So right here, it's unclear if KJH can get there in time to punish the tech in place. But, I at least think he has a lot of pressure, right? So he could have nared at him, drilled at him. He could have full jumped over the tech in place and then back aired or something. But he wave dashes back, which isn't awful. But one of the issues with wave dashing back is that now he has momentum to the right. So now when he tries to dash forward and punish the jab, he's actually too slow and he gets down tilted. So I think because if he had ran up and then wave dash in place right here, he could have waited for an option and then with punished it on reaction. But by wave dashing back, he has too much momentum. I don't think that was a punish. I think Leffen's getting a lot of almost tech chases so far, but I could be wrong. Great wave shine out of shield. He wave shines out of that so fast. I'm not positive. I think KJH could have shined, honestly, but it's sort of hard to tell. Again, chain grabs, and see, here's what he does. He does the, I assume he didn't mess up, although he might have. So he chain grabs there instead of up smashing, and then he tries to just up air, and that would have caught the tech in place and the tech roll to the left, because KJH was right here. So then it was sort of a mix-up between Leffen just waiting and up airing that one, versus just covering these two options. To me, again, I would prefer up smash, but maybe that's just me. But Leffen pressures him pretty well, just runs under and then shine drills. KJH gets the edge. Dang. So right here, Leffen calls him out on running forward, but KJH manages to hold down in time, but I guess he's not confident that he held down, so he doesn't go for the ASDI down punish. And then Leffen just snares at him again, which is pretty good. There's like very little reason not to. I guess he actually waited a little too long on doing the second nair. So KJH did have the option to wave dash back and then whiff punish it. But what ends up happening is that KJH isn't, it looks like he's almost not aware of the situation he's about to be in. So for example, right here, after getting naired like this, Leffen could have just drifted all the way forward. He didn't have to undershoot it. So KJH is like, okay, wait, let's see what he does. And now he's reacted. But by the time he's reacted, Leffen's already nairing him. So that's where like situational awareness is so beneficial in Melee. Just being aware enough that you can react immediately. Like, well, not even react immediately, just knowing what you could do immediately instead of waiting to react. So by waiting to react, Leffen gets a nair because KJH just sat there waiting and then reacted too late. Good shorten. Interesting. So he just does wave dash in place and then dash attacks him. I guess he wasn't really reading the up tilt. He was more like, oh, Leffen's still there. I'm gonna dash attack him if he does anything besides shield. So if he like dashed back, he would have got hit. It's just Leffen happened to up tilt. But in terms of intentions, if he had been waiting for an up tilt, he would have waited to react to the up tilt to whiff punish. I'm surprised he didn't up smash there. I guess down smash is just also a kill. He does actually a pretty good pivot drill if Leffen wasn't actually invincible. That was a really good idea, but yeah, Leffen's invincible right there. Shorten, yeah. It's like a pretty good spot to shorten. There's like not really... Oh, this is something. The slide offside B, like Westballs always does. I like get hit by it frequently or don't cover it, but it looks like Leffen's really ready for it, which is cool. I think it's somewhat of a mix-up though, because if you wait for the slide offside B, they could just go lower and side B to the edge. And I've watched videos of this before, and it really does seem like a mix-up between whether or not you wait for it or just try to cover the one to the edge. I'm not sure the extent to which you can react. This KJH doing a Mario cosplay. Yeah, the shorten here is like pretty much why wouldn't you shorten, but he misses the ledge dash, which sucks. Again, Or this happened earlier, so Leffen does the drill here, and KGH dash dances, but you have to set up your movement correctly. Oh, it's Harriet. Hey, Harriet. But yeah, you have to set up your movement correctly, is what I call it. So right here, as you can hopefully see, KJH sort of dash dances too close and then feels pressure to dash far away in case Leffen, because what if Leffen had nared or running shined, right? So by dash dancing too close here, now he's forced to run away, and then he has trouble with punishing that. So now he tries to drill, which I guess he's trying to drill to pressure Leffen after his drill or with punish it, but that like doesn't work unless you've set up the situation better. So Leffen just dashes back and punishes it. So I guess in this situation, KJH should have positioned further back if he wanted to get... Yeah, so by being here, it forces you to respect too many options. He had to be here. There is an argument sort of saying that maybe Leffen wouldn't have drilled if KJH was back here instead of up here. But then that's where, setting up your movement correctly is so important, because KJH needs to be around here right when Leffen is deciding to drill. He can't be here preemptively and give... So that's the problem with spacing too early. So if KJH is spacing here before Leffen chooses to do the drill, so he's spacing right here, maybe... Let me go back just a little bit. Let's see if I can... So Leffen's deciding to drill right about now. So if KJH is about here, Leffen's not going to do this drill, which hits about here. So KJH needs to be here right when Leffen chose to do that drill. And I'm saying this over and over because it's so important, because you need to be at this right spacing as they're choosing their action, not preemptively, because then it's too obvious that you're at the right spot and they can react to it. So instead, KJH tries to drill with punish, which he really didn't have time for. And then, unless he reacted way sooner, which he didn't. I'm not sure how realistic it was to react sooner. So Leffen gets a chain grab. And then, again, KJH just no DI, which is a huge issue there. It's understandable, though. And Leffen really could have just up smashed or turned around up smashed and gotten a tech chase. I mean, on the Dreamland platforms, he can't get there from an up smash, even with SDI at 10%. So this would be a huge combo, but he's going to chain grab him, which, again, I don't love, but whatever. He chain grabs. See, this time he does the same thing. He does the up air so that it hits the tech in place, and then the second hit covers here. And then he's not sure if KJH is going to land on the top platform from the up air or not, it looks like. So he tries to short hop up air. He just sees KJH DI to the right, and if KJH had been here, maybe had 2% less or something, he could have short hop up aired off the platform. But then KJH misses the tech, so then Leffen gets a follow-up anyway. So this is sort of how like the Leffen Armada punish game works a lot of the times. It's like some sort of coverage, so he covered 3 of the 4 options here. And then sometimes it's ambiguous for this, so he misses it, but then he ends up getting a follow-up anyway, which wasn't guaranteed, but like he still gets a lot of damage off of it. That was good by Leffen. So he like dash dances pretty well and does an undershot nair. And then KJH is like, okay, he does an undershot nair. I'm going to try to move forward here with an empty short hop. But he should have done the empty short hop to about here, honestly. I think maybe he thought Leffen would move back more, but it looks like what Leffen did is, let's see. He undershot it a lot, and then instead of dashing really far back, so maybe if Leffen had nared, let me try to get a good pause. So if Leffen had nared to like right here maybe, then he would have dashed back to here or something. And that's sort of what KJH is thinking, but instead he sort of like just does a dash dance in place and like KJH is short hopping, assuming maybe Leffen did the nair a little more forward and then dashed back for a substantial amount of time. By dash attacking, though, he did risk KJH teching it, admittedly, although I'm not sure if KJH was ready, obviously. It's difficult. But KJH could have definitely teched it. Shot nairs, that's like always weird in the Fox Ditto. If you're in shine out of shield range, it's usually pretty easy to shine out of shield, but it's hard when you're getting pressured, obviously. See, he tried to, and then he spot dodged by accident. because he tried to do it too early. That was kind of a bad nair by KGH, honestly. But Leffen messed up his movement for the dash attack. Goes for up air. Does kill on Dreamland. Alright, Leffen has a pretty healthy lead. This is good by Leffen. I think he realizes, like, okay, so I drilled him, but he knows how undershot it is. So he's not going to try to shine or anything. He's just going to jump, and then KGH tries to grab because he's like, okay, well, he's out of shine range, so maybe if he shines, I'll grab him. So Leffen just jumps over it and then goes for drill shine. He could have gone for drill grab, but drill grab is a little risky because if you're slow, you could get spot dodged or shined. Also, depending on which drill hit hits, then it's not a guaranteed combo. Okay, so he gets another drill shine here. He can just pressure, so he goes for pressure on that, which is good on the tech chase. Double shine there. And then this is the point where like KGH is sort of messing up his tech skill. He does a mediocre ledge dash, doesn't wave dash out of his shine or jump or whatever he meant to do. You can see like misses his dash input on the platform. So at this point it's just like he's sort of far behind and he's missing a lot of stuff. Oh, that was a sick down tilt though. I don't really understand. So he does an undershot, or not undershot, but like, I always call it undershot if it's not full forward, which may or may not be. So he nairs sort of to cover Leffen's drift here, but Leffen lands here instead. So he uses down tilt to punish Leffen's landing, which is a really great down tilt. All right, tech chase, gets nothing but an air. Yeah. I honestly, maybe even forward throw there would be better. Or he needed to get like a back air off the stage at least. So like usually what I do here is instead of shield stopping under them, I would just dash left and then probably, I guess he's trying to wait to react in case Leffen tech rolls to the right, which is reasonable. So like if you just back air, that would whiff. But like even then you could still back air this instead of shield stopping. Again, good shorten, ledge dash nairs him. He actually didn't even do a great ledge dash and he still, I think he just naired quickly enough. Tries to dash attack. Alright. Tries to dash attack down smash. It doesn't quite work. Might have been able to up tilt, or he should have just waited to tech chase. Huh, interesting. Just the instant side B. I like never do that. Maybe I should. So maybe Leffen could do like, looks like he wave dashes in place out of the shine. Yeah, it looks like maybe if he just stood still, he could down smash after that. Or forward tilt or something. But it does look tough. Looks like KGH tried to do jab, dash back, which Leffen could shield grab, but it doesn't matter because KGH actually misses his dash back. He would have actually gotten it. He got just the turnaround, I'm pretty sure. Maybe Leffen did get the shield grab, but I don't think so. This nair is a little high on shield. It's really tough to shield grab those things in the moment, but I think it's pretty important. Yeah. I think as Fox here, he goes for the Armada Shine. He goes like a little too early. But I would just like back air probably. It's like last stock, you can just kill yourself, right? Yeah, he just full jumps out there slightly too early. Oh, that was a funny interaction. Alright. Leffen gets a solid win. Okay, let's watch this again. I always like to go back and watch it. 1 second. I just want people to learn situations. Because that's the part of the game that's the hardest to learn as a new player. Because you're like, well, how do I know if this is safe? How do I know if this is a good idea? How do I know if Leffen actually covered all the options there? Like, these are all things that like new players don't know. Like, you can figure out neutral game by talking to people, etc. But like, it's really hard to learn these specific situations. So that's sort of what I want to bring to the game with my stream. But okay, so let's watch this up to full speed. He's about to pivot grab the running shine, which is good. And then I talked about the follow up on the platform. Talked about that shine out of shield, and then how he did. I guess how Leffen could have teched in place, and it would have gotten hardest to learn as a new player, because you're like, well, how do I know if this is safe? How do I know if this is a good idea? How do I know if Leffen actually covered all the options there? Like, these are all things that like new players don't know. Like, you can figure out neutral game by talking to people, etc. But like, it's really hard to learn these specific situations. So that's sort of what I want to bring to the game with my stream. But okay, so let's watch this up to full speed. He's about to pivot grab the running shine, which is good. And then I talked about the follow-up on the platform. Talked about that shine out of shield, and then how he did. I guess how Leffen could have teched in place, and it would have gotten around the waiting. And KJH didn't pressure him enough there. And this bait where Leffen tries to whiff punish like a dare or something. KJH keeps doing that drill undershot or to whiff punish, but like it never works, honestly, at the way he's doing it. Talked about how the wave dash back didn't help. Then I don't think Leffen got there in time, like I said earlier. Okay. Nice wave shine out of shield. Again, he covers some of the options there. That's why I don't like it. And that's the situational awareness I was talking about when I watched it earlier. I like the down tilt by KGH. Shorten, yeah, there's not much. Well, I mean, there's stuff you can do about it, but not the way he was trying to cover it. It's actually a pretty even match. This goes kind of bad. Yeah, he like tries to hit him while he's invincible, and then he misses all edge dash. Yeah, that's like two awful things for a tournament match to happen. Like, it's so hard to win when stuff like that's happening. And then again, he does this drill, like maybe to whiff punish. I don't know why exactly, but like it was definitely too late. Leffen just does drill dash back. Drill dash back is like KJH's bane right now. And then I talked about this nair situation where maybe he thought Leffen would nair slightly further forward and then dash back to the spot where he was. And he misses shine out of shield. There's a lot of stuff going on. And then Leffen messes up his dash check. Nice drill into full jump. He's aware enough that the shine's out of range. And then he just running shines him. He knows he doesn't have time to get there. Dude, this game is so fast. So much is going on. That was the sickest down tilt. I loved it. He does the nair and then to cover like Leffen landing somewhere. Leffen could have probably back aired him out of it, but still. Alright. Ledge dash nairs him, and then he misses this follow-up and does the shine. That's where I was talking about what things Leffen could do. Sick pivot nair. I don't remember talking about that when it happened, but I really like that pivot nair. Really, though, if he just had a better dash dance, and instead of pivoting, he could have, like, dash danced further and then just grabbed it. But I did like the pivot nair. It dealt with more options, and it's less laggy if you mess up. That's where the video starts lagging. Okay, he misses his Armada shine. You could nair or bear here. Probably would have just hit. That was funny. And Leffen's just going to kill him. Yeah. Alright, so that's the game. I'll upload it. Alright, time to look what people said. Yeah, you could have bared instead of Armada shined. Do I write down specific situations or take notes? Not